Ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? This is Conover.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we're going to take a step back from our Steel Division coverage this week, getting away from Hero Robert's Super Tourney, kind of go a nice little random match. Rang, you found us a doozy over here, haven't you?
Yep.
All right, so where are you fighting and who's fighting?
So on left hand side in blue, we have ourselves Knifeguy, also known as Bad Valk, plain as the Desert Rat. And on the right hand side, we have ourselves Gonzo as the Wind Hound Division.
Indeed, and where are we duking it?
We are on show, so both sides got to show off what they can do.
Indeed. So as of right now, we don't see the Desert Rats quite that much in recent replays. Of course, we've seen the Vindhound quite a bit. How's this going to...
This is a pretty interesting map for both sides. I mean, of course, Desert Rat is the better division early on, just because it's bloody Desert Rats. But in the open, if there's been an open ground map, definitely changes things up a little bit, because the Desert Rats aren't exactly comfortable in wide open plains, at least not till sea phase. So, I mean, Gonzo, the Panther Freeze, they are, way overpriced, but in a run-and-run fight against a Staghound at long range, the Panther Free does have the advantage, and for pretty much any Desert Rats player, it's just Staghound and Stuarts galore in A phase. The town's probably going to go into Knifeguy's favour for sure, as he has all those awesome British Desert Rats troops, and Gonzo can bring out full Panzer Grenadiers.
Interesting to note, though, you're saying about how the P3 will match up decently well. I do see something holy up there in the northern side.
Yeah, we do have Blessed Be, the Abbot of Chantry.
Now, the funny thing about the Abbot of Chantry is that measly 4 armor, a Stewart's got better armor than that.
It's almost like it was an accident.
Exactly. Well, no, he depends on his faith. Faith is his shield, brothers. Faith is his shield.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yes.
This is gonna be tough. But yeah, it seems like everything's just gonna happen up north. And oh look, Gonzo, not rocket plane. It'd be cool if it had rocket to be like Rosie, but A phase recon plane. That's a Gonzo trademark.
Yeah, a little bit surprising when you consider the relative, let's say, force disparity early on.
Yeah, recon plane's right. It's 60 points, which does take out from like being able to buy stuff that can go bang bang. So hopefully it doesn't hurt Gonzo too much. Because up north, yeah, it's that's not good. That's not good up north.
Well, especially enough with the AA. That's surprisingly enough that AA will probably take it down too. Which just seems silly, but oh wait, and those white trucks are gonna be engaged as well. So Desert Rats coming on in, immediately getting pinned down. This could be terribly bad. Those Desert Rats like getting in close. Recce troops hanging out in. And frankly, looking down to the south, not a lot's going on, obviously. Like you said, everything up here in the north.
Both sides trying to... It makes sense for both sides, because they just want to push up north. It's not ideal territory for both, but if you can push heavy up north, you get a lot of easy ground, just because it's open ground. It's easier to, take an open field in a dense forest. Or dense town, either.
True, but Desert Rats, don't they kind of want to be in the town?
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Like, he could easily take that town just throwing in literally the Desert Rat infantry and some, like, motor rifles in there, and boom, you're good.
Indeed. And half-track may get an end run over here back towards the German back lines, but there, of course, is another pack track being moved on in to take it out. And my eyes just glued to the north, because I feel like the north is going to control everything here.
Yeah, this is nutty, and neither side has managed to kill each other's tanks yet. It's still a bit of a skirmish going on.
Well, pack track, the region. I can't wait to see that the pack track somehow managed to kill the Steward. I can't see it happening, but he technically has. Never mind.
Nope. Not the best engagement distance for the pack track, but Panzer III is going to be forced retreat. We've got a second Panzer III being brought in, and that should... Maybe he can do something with both of those Panzer IIIs if he manages to tackle the Sterine Abbot head on. It's just really comes down to microing your tanks to shoot at the correct targets
And you can see that to that in goal in mind, the P3 has both the machine gun and the HE ammo disabled. Now, unfortunately, he's going
Huh.
after the student recce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not going to get a whole lot done.
But
Um,
we see
yeah,
this
please.
Knifeguy, like the Crusader and Stuart, they're hidden just behind the tree line just perfectly so the Panzer III do not have a line of sight on them.
No, down in the south, though, the P Grunt and the Panzerschreck squad have already claimed a Stuart moving on in there. So,
Huh. It's pretty good.
shockingly enough, the Desert Rats are not able to infest this particular town.
No, up north, the P3, or one of them, got a critical hit, but Stuart getting a critical hit too, so I know second P3 is helping out quite a bit.
And there's a third one coming in, too. Is this
Oof.
reinforcing failure, though?
It's definitely going to be make or break. If he loses all his Panzer IIIs now, he is going to be buggered. But he kills a
Ooh.
Stuart, so maybe he can get like a bit of a snowball effect going on.
Whoa.
Whoa! Timeout. Yeah, wow. Wow, Panzer III's actually kicking some ass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. Of course, there is one
same.
Desert Rat there with a gammon bomb. To watch
Um,
him take out three P3s by himself.
I mean, he's got 3 bombs. It's perfect. And look, he's dropping
Exactly.
in smoke.
Exactly. Meanwhile, center part of the field. Okay, motorized rifles hanging on in there, easily able to engage something. But Staghound also engaged in these pack tracks. That's with 232 and buys it pretty
Whoa!
quickly.
Wow! Damn it! Wasn't
You were
expecting the pack
saying
track
that
to kill it.
the Vindhound is inferior to the rats, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I think the Vindhound actually might be a terrier because there is one tank to the north that's just shredding everything.
dude, that penetration on the Staghound was extremely low chance. Like, I think that's only like because he shot it at max range, 5 AP versus 5 armor.
Hmm.
I believe it's only like 2, maybe 8% chance to actually penetrate. So, by George, or maybe it was a side shot. No, it's definitely a frontal shot. Bro, that's nuts.
Okay, so he goes full frontal and still manages to take
Yeah,
out.
little pack
And
track.
oh,
Whoa.
but P3 to the north. I told you, the gammon bomb, man. That's just gonna happen every time. Every time.
You ever played Shogun 2 Total War?
Of course.
You know, like the ninjas that could throw grenades?
Yes.
It's just like that, man. You
Yes, I
just,
have played against those things enough times in multiplayer. It is
ah,
not fun.
yeah, God. Yeah, what a weird multiplayer game. This was the whole progression system. I found it really bizarre.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they tried something new. It didn't
Yeah,
happen, but it's kind of hard to really hate on it.
yeah. It was, I mean, considering that, all the factions were pretty much the same, apart from minor statistical things. Like, I
Yeah.
understand why they did that multiplayer, like, customize your army MMO thing.
Yeah, but you know what? We are going to get ourselves basically Romance of the Three Kingdoms with the next Total War game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
super stoked for that, though,
That's
too.
gonna be pretty cool.
In the meantime, we are going to see motorized rifles start trying to shoot their Piats and realizing that discretion might be the better part of valor, and with that in
Yeah.
mind, they do surrender.
Yeah, the Piat was really intended to be more of a melee weapon when the British designed it.
Kind of get up to enemy tanks and start chucking them inside the crew cabin.
Yeah, I mean they were originally designed to, just throw the grenade, but some chap just jury rigged like, it got like a big can and a spring and just decided to launch it.
Well, Pishrek down in the town does manage to pick up a student
Hmm.
recce as well. So shockingly, there almost seems to be more German infantry on the field than there are Desert Rat troops.
Yeah, that is bizarre in a sense. I mean, to be fair, the Panzer Grenadiers do still have veterancy, and he's got 3 out of the 4 out in A phase, so he's doing pretty good in that regard. But yeah, it's pretty much just came down to up north, and Gonzo really just managed to break it.
Indeed, he has. Now there is that one Crusader tank being brought on in. He's probably engaging the only guy he can actually do any damage to.
Yeah,
But I can't help but feel there's going to be even this 232 can penetrate him right now,
yeah,
and not even a low chance. That's a pretty. Yep, there we go.
yeah. But I'm really impressed how bloody effective these Panzer IIIs are, because I love seeing them be used. Because it's a cool tank historically, and it's a nice light tank, or light tank in row, not actual classification.
Yeah, was it like 35 tons?
Yeah, I think it's a bit lighter. I think it's a bit lighter than that. But you know, like it's a cheap tank that the Germans can use that is actually good, unlike French Renault tanks and Hotchkisses and Somus.
Yeah, or the P2s, even if they can call in
Yeah,
artillery strikes and things like that.
yeah.
Yeah. But we are going to get to Phase B pretty darn soon. And in fact, we have a fourth P3 being brought on in. But it's a
Oh,
+2 right now for Gonzo, and not for nothing, but I think the Knifeguy might find his edge a little bit blunted.
yep, yo. If you see, he's doing a bit of an end run here with the Staghound in the middle, trying to sneak behind enemy lines.
Yeah, but even if he redeploys, there is another P3 and the 232 right there. I mean, we're
Yeah.
not talking about a particularly, gifted combat unit.
Yep, and he's gonna get cut off soon, as he pushes a little bit too deep into enemy territory. So that's not gonna help him with the morale game. But
Yeah.
where's he going with the Staghound? Oh, he's just gonna be camping behind a hedgerow for now, which is a good play. You know, try to ambush something if it comes out of spawn.
You know what? I think it was some 41 who said this best. He's in too deep, and he's trying to keep all the blood in his head instead of going under. But with all that German equipment just ready to come down on top of him,
Mm-hmm.
I can't help but feel that might be a vain hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I don't know.
Is he trying to pick off? Maybe he's trying to get rid of one of these reinforcement points. That would be gutsy. It would be kind of funny if he did.
That'd be pretty gutsy. I'm just thinking if you're stuck behind enemy lines, if you can still shut off a reinforcement point. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, it'd be really pretty cool if you could. Be memey. But yeah, there goes complete map control. Now he's officially stuck behind enemy lines.
I was actually going to quote and use a much more applicable term for this. I think the term you would use would be buggered, right?
Yeah, oh, he's buggered, but he knows he's buggered. He's hiding behind a little building there, and it just seems like he's just gonna try and ambush anything that comes around. And I don't think, but Gonzo does have a recon plane still, I believe.
Yes, he does. That storage is still up and running. Now, to the north, we do have that one fearsome P3 who finally goes down.
Oof.
But the damage is pretty much done. It's still a +3.
Yeah, but we're in the B phase, and this is when the desert rats truly get pretty ratty, so to speak. Same time, Gonzo can get like martyrs, for example, and those are pretty good long-range vehicles. You know, it's mainly going to be Panzer IVs and etc. I guess as it is Rintown. Joe, he has a +2. He's making lots of points. This is a very good way to enter B phase for Rintown.
I would tend to agree with you. Yeah, that stack out. I think he's just hoping that somebody forgets about that. Ooh, Jagdpanzer as well. I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's a perfect call-in. Perfect for this map, jeez.
Now, unfortunately, his spa troops might find themselves getting taken out. In fact, yeah, I think they're being seen right as... Yep.
Yeah.
They're seen. Those guys are dead. Poor guys.
Yeah.
So there goes a lot of vision to the north. Trying to see what's really going on. Start to kick off in the town, at least in the environs of the town. Internal fragments, which means that Stuart probably will buy it pretty soon, but if nothing else, his battle effectiveness is completely gone.
Yeah. I don't see a resupply truck coming out any time soon to save him.
No, we just see more staghounds, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty classic Desert Rats play. You just spam staghounds, as you can get a crap ton of them. And they'll have 1-star veteran shoots, which is lovely.
Indeed, it is. Now, we are going to see our first P4 coming in the center part of the map. The Staghound will have, technically, a nice shot on the side, and from 800 meters, too. This could prove exceedingly deadly.
That really could.
And actually get a Cromwell 7 coming out from the Desert Rats also. Back down to a +1. Staghound, I have to watch this potential engagement. This could be absurd. Oh, nope. P4 says, screw it, I'm going to go someplace else.
Oh, that's going to be good, because he's not... The Staghound's only going to be able to get maybe one shot off, and then it's going to be out of range.
Not even. He's done and dusted. Doesn't even see
Oh,
him either, which is the most embarrassing part.
yeah. He held fire just before the round went off. I think he didn't want to blow his chance. Sounds a pretty good micro move, yeah.
Now, to the north of 232, one of the let's say Officer 232's goes down.
Mm-hmm.
One remains, but that Jagdpanzer is now at the front of the pitch, and the first pitch is up, and he's already engaging that Stuart, and that Stuart very wisely ducks behind some trees.
Yeah, the Jagdpanzer is definitely going to be a good buffer or barrier to stopping Knifeguy from taking enemy territory, as he's managed to, nick quite a bit of the northern side back. Got Messerschmitt, yeah, strafing the Staggy.
By the way, we have some infantry right behind you by the Staghound. If they get out and see the Staghound, he sees them. He sees them. Then he just continues to roll away. The Staghound's like, okay, I will let you go.
Yeah, just, there's nothing here. Oh, Panzer III up north just got murked.
Yes, it did. But I imagine the Stuart's going to find himself similarly marked pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
109 in the meantime. He's got a good amount of ammunition left. Yeah, if he just continues to hit that 6-pounder, a 6-pounder going down could mean great dividends.
Yeah, the 6-pounder is getting... It's pretty close to the Jagdpanzer. But there we go.
And pinned.
Yeah. Good call to the Messerschmitt, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Another Stuart Ricky goes down. So now the question really is he able to take out that charging Cromwell 7 as well as a 6-pounder? Because we're all over the place right now.
Yeah. It's a very target-rich environment for Jagdpanzer.
Driver wounded.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like a stun's as good as a kill in this case.
Yeah, just as long as... No, I think he's going to get a kill shortly. I mean, the longer you shoot a target, the more accurate you become. So he should get a bloody hit. Oh, bounce! Bounce! Come on! Okay, I wanted to throw AP, my bad. That is actually a pretty high chance for a bounce.
Yeah, but from that distance? I guess so.
Yeah. I know.
Now he continues to see... Oh, ammo storage hit. Okay, so...
Or the flank.
That is a stupidly, low percentage shot, though. Wow, that was surprising.
Yeah, that was barely a side shot, but a side shot nonetheless.
By the way, we have another potential infantry rush here on this Staghound, as well as a 232. So the 232 is right in the area.
Yeah.
A mass can go off the infantry. He sacks one infantry.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're going to have one squad of infantry debus. Yeah, pretty close.
Yep. So that's just going to slow down Gonzo bringing the reinforcements. I think he's only pioneers, though, so that's not going to be... Yeah, it's not too useful against a Staghound.
Yeah, but if you go inside that house, they'll start just throwing nades down on it.
Stress it out and then pop around the corner of the 232. That's a bit of teamwork here.
Yeah, and that's nothing if not teamwork. There we go. Yep. Grenade, a big boom, and 232 just goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Put on fragments. And with the, minimal use of 20 rounds of ammunition, P4 goes down, by the way, up north. But that hole in his line is now filled. Yeah.
His men's are cleared out, which is good, but it's going to slow him down from reinforcing the southern side, which he is losing. It's only 2 Desert Rats infantry now. That's nothing too scary. Once those pioneers come online, he should get the town back.
Well, and the unfortunate thing I was going to say too is that he's got almost no ammunition into that northern Jagdpanzer, which makes a rather threatening piece of equipment, rather toothless.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 2 AP shots. That's 2 kills if you do it correctly.
Which he won't.
He won't, no.
Yep, so there we go. And the Achilles is moving on in. Achilles, you don't have to worry about his heel on this one.
Oh, no.
But I find it kind of ironic if he did get his tracks damaged. I'm just, spitballing out loud. But we are 2 minutes out from Phase C. And Phase C is when, Windhound debatably gets a little more powerful.
Yeah, they get some Panthers, which is nice, but... this is the problem with Windhound. Windhound is it's one of the worst division tracks. It's not the worst, but it's definitely the worst Panzer division, for sure. And it's just because after A phase, you really don't have much. And even in A phase, it's not exactly the best.
You're not you're not exactly, cheering about how wonderful your
No,
infantry is, everything is.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, Gonzo does play Rintown quite a bit from the replays that he sees. Like, I think he just likes
Hmm.
it. It's a bit of a challenge, which I appreciate. I mean, play whatever the hell you want, have fun with it. But you do have to realize with Rintown, you are putting yourself in a disadvantage, and rather, let's say, playing second Panzer, which can do like the similar A phase aggression, but just is much better overall.
Well, maybe he's just trying to bring himself behind for a much more glorious victory.
Yeah,
Setting himself up.
yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
I'm having just shades of warriors right now. Can you dig
Dig it.
it? Anyway, to the north, the Jagdpanzer does get a little more ammunition. Oh, that's just HE. Never mind. But the Achilles can no longer see his intended quarry, and that's
Hmm.
that's a very positive thing right there for the Jagdpanzer. Ooh, he's getting a nice position as well.
But no, this is also just very good play from Knifeguy. He is just swarming the map with tanks. There's just Cromwells all over. It's like a Cromwell like in pretty much every area of the map.
A Cromwell for every pot. I
Yeah.
understand. Opel Blitz is not offloading any ammunition yet. The Jagdpanzer's a little bit freaked out right now, and that's
I
okay.
don't think I think he's just barely out of range to like resupply the Jagdpanzer, which is a bit of a shame.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's just barely out of range.
Okay, well, it's 100 meters now. He better be in range
Yeah.
there. But it's a +2 now over here for the Desert Rats. So we're swinging back the other direction here.
Mm-hmm. I just
Uh,
yeah. And
yes,
look at the
please.
town. Look at the town. That's
I was
just,
going to say, yeah, those rats are beginning to infest everything.
yeah.
Now the question is, can this 232 do anything? Well, not with just machine gun ammo. He's not going to.
No. Take off some infantry. The Panzer III can probably knock out the Cromwell, which would be a good kill.
Well, if he can actually hit the damn thing. I mean, he's
Yeah.
an immobile target, and yes, he's having issues.
There
There we go. Taking back to the north, the Jagdpanzer is partially reloaded, and the Opel Blitz is pulling back. That's a very, very good call.
Mm-hmm.
And the poor Panzer Grenadiers, outflanked and outmaneuvered, they decide to give it up.
Yeah. But
So, are we going to get that Panther, though? Not yet.
I doubt it. It's just going to cost too much for Rintown to really bring out on the field at his point.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs his stuff on the field because he's losing territory all over.
Well, I can tell you that P4 in the center part of the map he needs that extra parts, and wow, he needs an extra life.
Yeah. It's Cromwell's all over. Cromwell's all over.
Not for nothing, there's some really interesting fire patterns going on between the vehicles. I would
Yeah.
love to understand exactly how the let's say auto engage. I don't really seem to think I don't think they tend to go through nearest gets first priority, but it kind of feels like that sometimes.
I know when it comes to engaging armor, they always engage the vehicle with the lowest armor first, and then work their way up. And then if it's like suppressed, they ignore it, or like panicked. Which can be kind of annoying, because what you can do is like, let's say you have like a Tiger, right? You just have a bunch of half tracks in front, and then the half tracks will be shot at first if the enemy isn't microing, for example.
I can definitely see that, but it's +3 over here for the Desert Rats, and the town itself,
Oh, we do see the Panther.
it's beginning to crawl.
But I don't
Now,
think...
unfortunately, there is going to be no efficient suppression over here on that Rat's equipment.
Nope.
And air power-wise, it's a little bit anemic overall for the Vindhound.
Yeah, and especially with the AA now Knifeguy has, it's not really gonna help with those Messerschmitts. They're doing pretty good earlier, but now we had, Knifeguy got the deterrence up. Those Messerschmitts are Messerschmitt going array.
I completely agree with you there. There is one lone Panzer Grenadier, that is Private Reinhardt, inside that particular town. Wow, Achilles goes down to the north, so apparently he did have a weak spot. Ooh, but the Jagdpanzer goes down to a freaking Piat. Ooh, that hurts.
I think I was an AT grenade.
Oh no, you're right, it was gammon bombs.
What? Like, how are these gammon bombs bloody hitting? I never get that, look.
No, but you know what? Check the size of those gams. He says, you know what, man?
Jesus Christ, that is... Dude, I've had matches with 6 Airborne where I throw like 2, 3 gammon bombs at a bloody Renault tank and it just misses every time.
Well,
It
it's
is...
dipping and
I
diving,
know.
man. Ooh, Panther goes down in the middle part of the field. One shot from a 17
Ooh.
pounder. And I
Oof.
have no doubt that's going to be a tap out in a second.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah.
So the great Gonzo doesn't pull out what he was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, I kind of thought the KDL was going to be a little bit more to his favor, but I guess losing those P3s was more than enough.
Yeah, and at the end, losing the Panzer and Panther at the end, definitely. That's quite a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Gonzo played a really good A phase. That was bang on. I mean, if you look from 3 minutes to 5 minutes, he knocked out so much stuff, and it's all really important stuff he killed.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, the Ringhound B phase is bad, and Desert Rat's B phase is great. And Knifeguy managed to, you know, the turns have tabled, and just pushed hard with all the stag count, all the tanks, all the crommies.
So basically what you're telling me is that there was no more Mr. Knife Guy come phase B.
Oh no, no. Oh, it
Okay.
was not it was not knife after that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's gonna put a little bit oh yeah. You know what? I can't even come up with any knife jokes right now.
Are you saying you're not the sharpest tool in the shed?
Well, I'm looking kind of dumb with a finger and my thumb on my forehead. But you know what, Ryan? I'm sure this means that we're just gonna have some great stuff coming up next time.
Yeah.
And I dare say we're coming back with some more Super League in Thursday, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. In fact, I believe it's going to be our old friend Harry Spider and Corbeau, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
And wonderful. So, folks, come back with us Thursday to check out Corbeau face off against that 8-legged gentleman, that rather fashionable Harry Spider out of Poland. And yeah, Ryan, any final wonderful thoughts or jokes out there?
None at all.
All right, folks, we'll catch you later. This is Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.